Here comes a bit of controversial, as it's what dark wizards do, but we also bring truth, so let's get into it. Extracts from the diary of Harry Potter star Alan Rickman reveal that the actor behind Professor Snape wanted to quit the franchise, but stayed because of the Potion Master's redemption arc. The Guardian recently published a series of eye-opening extracts from the British star's diary, which detail his experience working on the hugely successful franchise. Rickman wrote that he originally considered leaving around the time he was working on Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. He did not like Snape's character and even pulled a self-insert, not wishing to play such a character. Acting should be about playing someone who is not like the actor, thus the point of acting. But okay, Rickman. Desperate not to lose the actor, knowing that it would cost the franchise, Rowling told him about Always, and he opted to stay. Many fans would be shocked to know that Rickman disliked Snape, as well as the Harry Potter movies in general. Indeed, Muggles, yeah boy, was not a Potterhead. Instead, he was a soft-hearted marshmallow who had no business taking on a character that he couldn't roll with, as it were. His dissatisfaction caused Rowling to pull another of her famous toxic love situations to solve the issue, thus turning Snape into a spooky, smarmy simp who makes no sense. For fear of convoluting this video, Lily and Snape make no sense will be a separate video, upcoming, so keep an eye out if you are interested in knowing every single thing that proves Lily and Snape would have never happened even as friends. The entire thing was constructed by J.K. Rowling to keep Rickman playing Snape, and we'll prove it both in this video and the next. The proof is in the timeline as well as in JKR's own writing. When Rickman first wanted to drop the character of Snape, due to not liking him, it was after Chamber of Secrets, the movie. The timeline matters, because the Order of the Phoenix book had just dropped. There we see the first Lily and Snape interaction. And from the way he treats her, they don't even seem to know one another well, much less have any sort of close relationship. Rather than hanging together, as best friends do, she is shown with a group of girls while he is busy being bullied by the Gryffindor gang of gits. Eventually, watching this gets to her, and as she appears to dislike James, she finally comes over to tell him to leave Snape alone. One doesn't need to be friends with a person to find it difficult to watch them being humiliated. Clearly, he is lashing out at her for stepping in to defend him when they aren't even friendly, just so she can annoy James Potter, who obviously has a thing for her. It's typical teen behavior, her pushing him away so he'll keep pushing back, chasing what is denied him, because James is likely not accustomed to hearing no. The fact that Lily smiled when James cruelly tipped Severus upside down showing his underpants is yet more proof that a friendship between the two was not yet Rowling's intention. No one would ever smile at such a thing happening to their friend. At least not unless another friend did it to them all in good fun, which was clearly not the case in that situation. When Snape insults her, Lily only looks fleetingly hurt, not shocked as one would be if their best friend just called them the worst magical name for no reason. Also, if James had a jealous on for Snape being close with Lily, he should have reacted more strongly to Snape dissing her. You know, a bit of shock on his part too, or perhaps beating Snape up harder in defense of Lils. At any rate, this is only mentioned to point out that there was no foreshadowing of this great Snape-Lily connection, and it indeed did not even appear to be going in that direction. Because guess what? It wasn't. It was only after Order of the Phoenix was released did Rowling feel the need to tell Rickman about Always, because only after the book's release did Rickman reach the "I'm gonna quit" point. This is just after the Chamber of Secrets movie release. So she pulls Always out of her hat, and Snape is ruined, Rickman is happy, and the movies go on without having to upset fans and risk franchise success by bringing in a new actor to play the role of Snape. This is truly a shame, but it's the way it went down. Another literary tragedy. It was always clear to the discerning reader that Snape was the decoy villain even from book 1. He's a git with a grudge, but in the end isn't so bad. At least he isn't Voldemort, and he'll end up helping Potter. This was always truly clear. But the toxic simp reason did not need to happen. I always assumed Snape wanted to take Voldemort down for personal reasons. Perhaps Voldemort killed a member of Snape's Muggle family for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Snape always did seem proud to be the half-blood prince after all. Such a move would have made him far more relatable than what was done, and it could have kept his Git character intact without without confusing things. There would have been far less fan divisiveness over Snape had it been done properly. He could have remained consistent, yet still done the right thing for relatable reasons. The fact that Rickman or anyone else sees his twisted feelings toward Lily or Harry as redeeming is another frightening topic on its own. While there are many articles from which I have gathered my information, I am only linking one in the description box in order not to be overwhelming, but feel free to do your own digging.